Okay, we are live. So I will start so many of them knows that we are like a law student, and at least once we would have thought that we want to do an internship at tier one law firm like Amarchand Mangaldas, Khaitan and Co, Luthra and Luthra, or not maybe a tier one but a good law firm. To get the internship opportunity, there are a lot of things matter. What are those? Maybe we know or not know. We don't know. But maybe yes, but I don't know about it. And there are other fellow students who also don't know much about it. So we have Miss Parul Sardana, a young and energetic law student from Banasthali Vidyapeeth. She will be sharing the tips from her own experience as she has grabbed the various opportunities by her hard work and knowledge. Welcome, Parul. Before we start, can you please tell us about yourself, something to our audience?
Yes, hi Nirmal. I'm Parul, a fourth year student of Banasthali Vidyapeeth, Rajasthan. Though I've stayed in my campus only for 1.5 year, and after that my classes are going on online, and I haven't visited my campus yet. So this is about me, and I am into IBC basically, like it is commercial litigation, insolvency and bankruptcy.
Yes.
So this is my interest area.
Cool. So let's carry forward the whole session, the Let's Talk series, and it is the first episode. And my first question, well, as we know that many of the students think that to get an internship, connections matters a lot, and they don't give a weightage to their resume. So, what you have, like, what your thoughts upon it? Does CV matters a lot, or connection matters a lot?
In my opinion, I think a balance of both will work best. Connections will help you. First of all, I am assuming like most of the people who are watching this series are from known LLU. So I believe that NLU do have a upper edge over us, but it's not impossible that we, as a known NLU student, can't get an internship in a tier one or tier two firms. This is what I think because it had happened. Like I have achieved the internship, so I assume that everyone can. So in my opinion, a balance of networking plus CV will work best for a non NLU student. I get to know about LinkedIn in my third year, but I presume I'll advise my juniors like if they create a account and on LinkedIn earlier in early days of their law school. So by networking, they can get to know about the opportunities regularly on LinkedIn. Many recruiters or many law firms keep posts we are hiring a law intern, preferably like dash. So by networking, you can get to know about the opportunities, and by applying, and then you can successfully achieve an internship. So balance of both will work best.
Okay. So you didn't test upon the CV. So my question is about the CV. So there are students who doesn't have much experience. So who should have, so that what should they add on it the CV? Like what are the things should be there in the CV by during the application?
This is the question which I too had faced in my first year. So, as we had just cleared our 12th and we want to get an internship in our first year of law school. So, um, we can do this by showcasing the skills, hobbies, and whatever we had done in our 12th class, and then in our first year we can we should intern under any advocate, like any district court or like any. So as I was in Delhi, in my first year I interned under a lawyer who was practicing in Rohini court. So this is what many students can adopt, like interning at a district court. So in their first year, like most of the lawyers in their first year will, like I think they will accept your application. Like in my case they had did, like even though I didn't have any experience. So in if we are applying at advocate, they will accept even though we don't
Yes.
have any experience. Like simple things, like we can write ki what grades we had obtained in our 12th, and like simple things ki um like before 12th also we must have written some articles, we can showcase them, like this normal things.
So if no one has written any articles and publications, so what's your advice to them?
mm, I think still the advocate will accept because he'll presume like the person had entered just
Yeah.
Like applying under an advocate is chill. Like you can get it easily. This is what I
Okay,
think.
okay, yeah. Cool, cool, cool. So, as you have got many internships, there will be a different process of applying also. Can you stress upon that? How did you apply? How was the process?
Um, before my third year, I didn't knew कि forms भी होती हैं, and then after my third year, I got to know कि okay forms होती हैं. There are like कुछ बड़ी होती हैं, कुछ छोटी होती हैं, कुछ like then पता लगा okay these are tier one forms, these are tier two, these are tier three. So मेरे को apply करना है. So then I approached a step by step strategy. कि like first I interned under any advocate, then 2 3 months I stayed and learned under him, then I shifted to small firms, and then I gradually acquired big firms, and then tier one.
Stress upon that. What are the things you learned which made you to get the opportunity at the tier one platforms?
Okay, so basically in my third year, when I was interning under the advocate, basically for 3 months I was into a civil. I think he was a civil lawyer. So he used to give me some tasks like initially list of dates, making summaries, making legal notices, and then he used to give me some applications. Then I shifted to a criminal lawyer. He used to give me 482 application me to draft or any bail application or any notice, so it had enhanced my skill. So by drafting notices I came to know about formatting. Okay, ये formatting करते हैं, these are the paragraphs which we have to write in this application, these are the main contentions. Like gradually मतलब हुआ applications का भी enhancement हुआ, then मतलब ऐसे ऐसे करके. And then when I get to know about the application, so this was all civil side and criminal side, and then I shifted for 1 month for contract, I think. So in that my contract internship I learned about contract drafting. So in that also like I get to know about various clauses which we can add. So this is what law firms like want. Ki the candidate should like know prior to applying some things. Like he should know ki how to draft a notice, how to draft an agreement. Like if you're applying at a corporate firm, you should know about contract drafting, like the basic clauses or the research will be the research will the firm will be giving you. That will also be based on this. So in
Okay.
like when you will be interning under advocate, he will also give you some other task like ठीक है ये वो है ये मैटर है check the post list. तो ऐसे छोटी छोटी चीजों से I get to know कि ये होता है then I learned. Though in our
Okay.
case the that was COVID thing तो हमें offline करने का chance नहीं मिला, but still we were able to learn something.
Okay. So, how to structure or what should be the format of the resume and the cover letter that makes it different from the others? And yes, internship will be getting. Not everything can be similar, na? So, how to differentiate that?
Hmm.
How did
Like the
your
basic
CV make it differentiated that?
in first 2 years my CV was like ऐसे ही बेकार थी. So in third year when I was
Hmm.
interning मतलब ठीक है उसके बाद shift हुई, थोड़ा upgrade हुआ. I
हाँ,
get to know
upgrade.
कैसे structure करते हैं, ऐसे formatting करते हैं, ये things include करते हैं. In my third year I used to like ठीक है I wrote articles. I I researched on arbitration. मैं भी ऐसे लिख देती थी कि I researched on arbitration. I researched on this. But then from my recruiter I came to know about okay exact proposition लिखो कि I researched on 138. I researched on whether 138 is directory or mandatory, like the exact proposition which your recruiter had given. Instead of writing ki whole, ki I researched on arbitration, discussed this judgment. Instead of just write the whole thing, ki I read like I did a summary of this judgment. I wrote this article, like exact paragraph.
Okay, anything else to add up on the structure
Oh yeah,
of the
sorry,
CV?
sorry, I forgot. Okay, the structure of the CV should be like this. Sorry. कि first the name of the candidate and then year, and then like first of all mentioning about the grades which you are having, and then about the experience of the firm कि ओके ठीक है इस मंथ में आपने ये वाली इंटर्नशिप की, एंड देन नीचे your publication, your mood court, and then in the end like any prize which you had get.
कवर लेटर के बारे में कुछ बोलिए.
कवर लेटर भी ऐसा लाइक सिंपल सा ही कि ओके लाइक गुड आफ्टरनून जो भी है मतलब
That's it. Okay.
एंड
Whatever the time is.
नहीं नहीं हाँ यार and then ki, okay, this is Parul, a fourth year student. I am applying for this position in this team for the duration of this. I have this experience. I have interned at this firm. I learned this. Like basic थोड़ा सा ये नहीं कितना बड़ा बना दिया कि बंदा ही बोर हो जाए. So
Short or
basic
simple
वो
में.
yeah mentioning कि तुम्हें कौन सी टीम चाहिए क्यों चाहिए थोड़ा बहुत मतलब and then कि what experience you have मतलब उसको ही थोड़ा अच्छे से फ्रेम करके
हाँ.
कुछ ऐसा चेंज होता कि हम हीरे मोती लगाते हैं जस्ट कि हम वर्ड्स के साथ थोड़ा खेल लेते हैं कि जो सामने वाला अच्छा है थोड़ा पट जाता
Playing
है
with the
जैसे कि
words a
या
lawyer's
तो
job.
मतलब अच्छे से फ्रेम करके
Mm-hmm. Okay, share some tips to how to write the cold mail. सामने कोई पता नहीं कौन है, हम प्रॉपर मेल कैसे किया जाए, कोल्ड मेल लिखने का.
एक्चुअली आई डोंट नो मच अबाउट गोलमेल आई डोंट नो मैंने कभी नहीं की सॉरी
ओके, कोई नहीं, कोई नहीं, कोई नहीं, कोई नहीं, कोई
नॉट
नहीं. सो आपने अप्लाई, देखिए, ओके, टायर वन लॉ फॉर्म में आप जब आपने अप्लाई किया, सो डायरेक्टली लाइक कैसे किया आपने, इन पर्सन लाइक मेल डाल दिया, या आपको पता था कि या पोस्ट खाली है, वाज देयर डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ प्रोसेस फॉर एप्लीकेशन?
मतलब व्हाट आई हैव सीन इज कि टीयर वन लो फर्म्स कभी भी मतलब पोस्ट नहीं निकालती कि ठीक है वी वांट इंटर्न्स ये हम होते हैं जो हमें चाहिए
हाँ,
होती है उन
जाते
फर्म्स में
हैं.
तो ठीक है तो I got Lutheran internship in my fourth year, like in fourth year November, but I applied in May. So मैंने मई में अप्लाई किया 5 to 6 months advance में and then I followed by email. Like first I applied on the email ID as mentioned on the website. So इसमें मतलब हम करते क्या होते हैं like we go to the particular website, we go into the career section of the website and then type the and then we email. So in my case, I had to follow up. I have to follow 4 to 5 times, and then just before 1 month, like which in for the month I have applied, then I fold that chart. Okay, like what is the status? Please still let me know if I can be an intern. So this is मतलब simple सी strategy which I had followed is कि, okay, go to the particular website, go to the career section, ये internship है. इस way में नहीं भी पता लगता कि okay some firms don't have a particular website or a particular email ID for the internship. I then checked their LinkedIn page. Okay, sometimes they also post there. ये भी work नहीं करता. Then simple सा like there are many pages like Loctopus. In my case, Loctopus has given me some email IDs of the HR. Usually I used to apply on the like ठीक है आज ये वाली फॉर्म है HSA. अब उनकी like on their website they will write कि okay internships@hsa.legal.py. But sometimes these pages like Loctopus had given me the personal HR email. But in my case, it was not of much benefit because वो HR भी ज्यादा वो irritate हो जाते हैं. So I used to apply on the normal internship email which was mentioned on the website itself. तो मैं मेल करती थी फॉलो अप करती थी लास्ट में कॉल करती थी एंड बस स्टिल अगर वो रिप्लाई नहीं करते देन आई यूज्ड टू लीव ओके अब नहीं होएगा इस फॉर्म में देन आई यूज्ड टू लीव
Okay. So how much patience does a law student need while applying for the internship?
yeah a 1 year 1 and 2.5 year for one particular internship like in
तो
my
आप कैसे
case
करते?
like in my case I too had मतलब मैं भी रोई हूँ मतलब थोड़ा disappointment होता था कि when I was getting rejection and I was continuously getting rejection ठीक है कुछ forms ऐसी भी थी like though I should not tell this but कुछ forms ऐसी भी थी कि जिन्होंने मुझे मेल पे ही ब्लॉक कर दिया था because I was continuously
ओह,
following up ठीक है so there were firms जिन्होंने मुझे मेल पे ब्लॉक कर दिया था अब मैं क्या करूँ मेरे पास ऑप्शन ही नहीं था
तो आपने
समझ
मोटिवेशन कैसे लाया अपना खुद के, लाइक या
अब
आई हैव टू बी
मोटिवेशन
मोटिवेटेड, अप्लाई?
मतलब मेरे केस में ये था कि ठीक है अब कहीं मैं बहुत ज्यादा डिप्रेस हो रही थी तो अगले मतलब कुछ दिनों में कुछ ऐसा हो जाता था लाइक कि मुझे कहीं ना कहीं से एक्सेप्टेंस आ जाती थी मैंने कहा ठीक है इन 5-6 ने रिजेक्ट किया एक ने तो एक्सेप्ट कर लिया ना ठीक है कोई बात नहीं मतलब बहुत रिजेक्शन के बाद एक आधी लाइक थोड़ी सी जब मिलती थी कि लाइक ओके ठीक है यहाँ भी वर्क कर सकती हूँ, इट इज अ गुड प्लेस, तो वहाँ थोड़ा ठीक है भाई कोई बात नहीं, आई अप्लाई नेक्स्ट टाइम वहाँ। जब मेरे को थोड़ा स्किल्स और आ जाएंगी तो मतलब मैंने उसको थोड़ा इस वे में लिया कि ठीक है अभी मेरी सीवी इतनी अच्छी नहीं है। एंड टीयर 1 टीयर 2 का मुझे ऐसा नहीं पता था कि ओके दे डोंट एक्सेप्ट बिफोर 4th ईयर। मतलब मैं लिंक्डइन पे देखती थी ओके आई यूज्ड टू सी कि ठीक है ये सेकंड ईयर वाला स्टूडेंट है, ही इज गेटिंग इनटू लूथरा, व्हाई आई एम नॉट गेटिंग, तो वो मुझे बाद में पता लगा कि ओके वो कॉन्टेक्ट से कर रहे हैं, मैं बिना कॉन्टेक्ट से कर रही हूँ, तो इट विल टेक मी सम टाइम टू रीच टू हिज प्लेस। मैंने कहा ओके
Yes.
लेट्स वेट।
Okay. So tell us about how does interview round goes, what type of questions they ask, and what's how to crack that, tips upon that.
um, in interview session like I had given interview for only Khaitan and Khaitan. So
Okay.
the partner has taken my interview. He had asked me interview related to the everything which I had written in my CV. Okay, so
Okay.
मतलब उन्होंने वट वर्क्स आई हैड डिड उनसे पूछा कि ओके ये पर्टिकुलर सेक्शन है ये बताओ, बट इन दैट केस आई हैड मिस माई आर्टिकल, मतलब वट एवर आर्टिकल्स आई हैड रिटन मतलब मैंने उन्हें पढ़ा नहीं था, पढ़ के भूल गई थी बिकॉज मैंने भी वो फर्स्ट सेकंड या थर्ड ईयर में लिखा होंगे, आई हैवंट स्टडीड एट दैट टाइम ओके इंटरव्यू में, बट दैट वाज वेयर आई गॉन रॉन्ग एंड उसमें थोड़ा सा इंटरव्यू पे इम्प्रेशन रॉन्ग हुआ, तो मतलब द जो भी आपका इंटरव्यू ले रहा है ना वो आपकी सीवी से सब पूछ सकता है कि ओके ये आर्टिकल लिखा है इसका करंट पोजीशन क्या है ये बताओ, अब क्या चल रहा है ये बताओ, व्हाट्स इट्स अबाउट, बाहर का क्या चल रहा है ये क्या चल रहा है ये पोजीशन बताओ, तो मतलब सीवी आपने पर जो भी आपने लिख रखा है, इफ यू आर राइटिंग एग्जैक्ट थिंग ना कि ओके आपने सेक्शन 386 पे रिसर्च किया या 500 पे किया, मतलब एग्जैक्ट लिखोगे तो थोड़ा ठीक रहेगा कि द पर्सन विल ऑल्सो आस्क एग्जैक्ट थिंग।
So basically, हमने जितना भी whatever we have written in our CV, we should know thoroughly. At least, though we have written 2 years back, now we should know what's the status quo of that. Otherwise, it will be a negative thing to ourselves only, which has made positive to us before.
यस राइट।
Yeah. Okay. Okay, you didn't tell me like, how did you motivated yourself when it used to get rejected? Because people just only see on the LinkedIn that oh so and so person got internship at that firm, he published something, he got something, she got something, but nobody's published a negative thing about that. Okay, they got failure, they got rejected. So how do you kept motivated yourself during the rejections?
In my case, I don't know like what should I speak. Like in my case, there was a friend कि ठीक है जब भी I was getting rejected ना मैं उसको मेल भेज देती कि मतलब friend मतलब था ऐसे ही कि then he used to motivate me, कोई बात नहीं पारुल यही फॉर्म है कोई और कर ले, मतलब इस सेंस में था कि मतलब मैं आई यूज टू क्राई, ठीक है डीमोटिवेट हो गई, स्टिल अप्लाई किया मैंने, स्टिल रिजेक्ट हो गई, तो ऐसे कई कई फॉर्म्स थी जिनमें मतलब इतनी बारी 4 to 5 बारी अप्लाई करने के बाद आई यूज टू गेट रिजेक्शन। और मोटिवेशन क्या मतलब सिंपल सा मेरा तो मतलब यही था फॉर्मूला कि ठीक है मुझे चाहिए, बार बार रिजेक्ट करने के बाद कभी ना कभी तो द फॉर्म विल एक्सेप्ट ना, ठीक है अब ये फेलियर हो गया है, अपना स्किल्स पे वर्क करती हूँ, देन आई यूज टू वर्क मोर, मैं थोड़ा और पढ़ लेती थी, मैं थोड़ा और अच्छा मैं इंटर्नशिप पे लगी रहती थी इंस्टेड ऑफ अटेंडिंग क्लासेस, आई यूज टू फोकस माई टाइम, आई यूज टू सर्च कि कौन कौन सी फॉर्म्स हैं, तो मतलब ऐसे ही था। अब डीमोटिवेट क्या बैठ थोड़ा जाना था, मतलब स्टिल लाइफ मतलब कुछ तो करना ही था ना, तो ठीक है बड़ी
Yeah,
फॉर्म से
कुछ तो
मिल
करना
उसी पे
है.
कर लो। So I used to,
Okay. Okay, tell us about how should freshers start the internship journey as you told before that step by step go to any advocate. The same way or any other tips or methods upon that. To the fresher, first year law student, you can assume.
like I never had interned under an NQ, जो कि बाकी लोग बोलते हैं ओके ठीक है आप यू आर अ फर्स्ट ईयर स्टूडेंट अप्लाई अंडर एन NQ, तो मैंने फर्स्ट ईयर में लाइक आई अप्लाइड एट एडवोकेट, तो ठीक है एडवोकेट्स के अंडर अप्लाई कर लो नॉर्मली, मतलब एक दिन अगर ऐसे भी इफ यू डोंट हैव एनी कनेक्शन, तो मतलब जो टिप्स मुझे मेरे रिक्रूटर्स ने दी ओके ठीक है आपको नहीं आपके पास कनेक्शन नहीं है आपको नहीं पता कोई भी लॉयर, गो टू एनी कोर्ट, 3 4 दिन बैठो देखो कौन कौन सा लॉयर्स अपीयर हो रहा है पर्सनली जाके पूछो, लाइक लॉयर्स आर अप्रोचेबल, तो आप जाओगे दो कोर्ट तो जा ही सकते हो ना, यू कैन सी कि ठीक है ये कोर्ट है ये हो रहा है, मतलब ऐसे करके विजिट अ कोर्ट, देखो वहाँ कौन कौन से लॉयर आ रहे हैं, उन्हें अप्रोच करो, बस ऐसे सिंपल, एंड देन अप्लाई कि ठीक है सर आई वांटेड टू, लाइक
Okay. Parul, are you there? Hello.
it just by words. So hello.
Parul, I think you are not audible for the last 2 minutes.
It was there was some. Am I audible now? Hello.
Yeah, you are audible
Hello.
now. Yeah, yes, you are audible. You are audible.
Okay. Sorry, sorry.
So tell us about your work experience now at different law firms you had, particularly about Tier 1 law firm.
Okay. So the best experience was at Luthra only, wherein I interned in the IBC team, and I get to know various things. Like the work was not restricted to only research, like interesting work tha. I used to get daily work, like instead of like in some forms I was not able to get daily कि ठीक है आज ये काम कर दो आज ये कर दो, like बड़ी forms में the associate and the partner is still busy in the other works and there are some confidentiality and other big matters going on, so it is not possible कि वो हमें personal attention दे. So मतलब experience okay okay सा ही था,
Okay.
because I,
Okay.
as a student, want some feedback, which is not possible every time while applying to a tier one form. That is why I love litigation and like commercial lawyers or like small forms wherein I can get feedback, wherein I can get to know like so.
Okay,
The
okay,
experience
got
is
it, got
okay, okay.
it. Fine, fine, fine. So I think we covered upon how to apply, how to write the CV format, how a first year law student go approach the advocate. घर पर बैठे बैठे कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. Go to advocate, talk
Go
with
to
him.
God.
Maybe his office nearby or to a court, district court or high court, maybe if you are staying in the particular district of the high court, and apply to the mails. Rejected, don't worry, talk with the students, talk with your friends, cool down, apply once again, work upon the skills or the basic things to apply.
Be
Okay,
consistent.
we go. Yeah, consistent. How were you consistent on yourself? Okay, I saw your LinkedIn. Tell us about you. You are consistent enough on the LinkedIn. I can see like you are writing something daily. So what is the thing you are getting from that? Share, like
Uh,
many people are not on LinkedIn still now. They are just thinking something goes off there. I don't know what you want to tell about your experience on the LinkedIn journey.
uh, in my opinion, it's a professional like platform. So
It's like a
the
professional Instagram.
it is becoming Instagram. That is another thing. So like it's helpful in terms of getting opportunities. You can get to know कि okay आज ये job लग रही है, ये legal internship की post आई हुई है. But the like for what purpose I am writing the post is basically ये कि ठीक है आज मैं IB से related कोई post लिख रही हूँ. Some professional will read it. लाइक मतलब बेसिक लाइक ठीक है आज मैं लिख रही हूँ, अब मैं भी सोच समझ के लिखूंगी क्योंकि इफ आई एम राइटिंग कुछ लोग क्रिटिसाइज करेंगे या कुछ मतलब ठीक है बताएंगे कि ओके दिस
They will share
ऑन
their
दिस
own
पॉइंट यू आर
opinions.
रोइंग. हाँ इफ आई एम
Yeah.
राइटिंग अबाउट एनी टॉपिक कोई ना कोई बताएगा ओके यू आर गोइंग ऑन दिस, तो ठीक है मैं अच्छे से अपनी रिसर्च करके प्रायर रिसर्च करके आई विल राइट ऑन एनी टॉपिक, दिस इज व्हाट ठीक है. अब मैंने राइट किया देन some professional will also like this ठीक है okay मतलब अगर if it is informative or like if it is up to the mark, someone will read, someone will share, someone will share their insights, तो ठीक है इस टाइप से I get to know about कि okay ठीक है I am into IBC field, this person is also from IBC, like IBC field. I used to write his name, like I used to as मतलब मैं थोड़ा भुलक्कड़ सी, so I used to write his name कि ठीक है ये IBC professional है, for later terms I can approach him, for later guidance I can approach him ठीक है. From there only I get to know about various IBC professional. One is Deepak Joshi sir, and another is Varsha ma'am. Like there are many things. Well, when they used to like my post or when they used to comment or like something, I get to know okay these are the person, because एज अ स्टूडेंट आई डोंट नो कि कौन कौन से फील्ड है इतना बड़ा क्या है, बहुत ही लोग होंगे, बहुत ही लॉयर्स होंगे आईपीसी के, बट अब मुझे नहीं पता, बट व्हेन आई यूज्ड टू राइट समवन वुड हैव रिएक्टेड, सो ठीक है मुझे पता लगा ओके दैट इज द पर्सन व्हिच इज इनटू आईपीसी, आई शुड अप्रोच हिम फॉर एनी अपॉर्चुनिटी, सो दिस इज हाउ इट हैड हेल्प मी कि ठीक है अभी आईपीसी का आई शुड अप्लाई फॉर एन इंटर्नशिप अंडर हिम. So the reason why was the I writing the post is to reach so that I can reach to certain people who can help me in later.
So I think the viewers who are watching us, if you are not in LinkedIn, you should go and give a connection to me.
Yeah.
We will grow together. We will grow together as a student of law. We have to be connected to other students, other professionals, see what going on day to day life. Professionally building the career is the most important. And yes, I think we have got a good conversation with the Parul. We talk about
And one thing,
the
like for
main
example, if
aspect.
you,
Yeah, please continue.
yeah, I was thinking, like for example, if you are in LinkedIn and like my area of interest is IBC, so I used to follow certain professionals or IBC persons, like they also used to write something, for example any judgment or like any recent development or any recent updates, so I get to know from them by liking from whenever they used to write, I get to know कि ठीक है आज ये IBC की development आई है, this is the new judgment which I should read also, this is the new update, ये मतलब amendments आई हैं. So by LinkedIn I got to know about various updates if I am not reading newspaper, ठीक है जो कि मैं नहीं करती, तो in my case LinkedIn has helped me कि ठीक है आज ये amendment आई है मुझे पता होना चाहिए, so it had helped me.
Okay, cool. So we have to be with the recent developments. And yes, and I think the conversation was pretty much awesome and had gained a good knowledge upon this. And I will follow up the thing you have done. I will also try to apply for a good internship at a good law firm,
Yeah, apply
following
at
your
50,
tips.
60 places. Apply at 50, 60 places, then you will be able to get any 10. Like I used to apply
Okay.
at 50, 60 places, used to follow up, then I used to get internship in 10 or 15 firms, and then I used to select कि ठीक है ये पर्टिकुलर एरिया में ये फर्म कैसी है. सो पर्सन शुड ऑल्सो ठीक है कि ये वाली जो फर्म है इसका ये वाला प्रैक्टिस एरिया इज ऑफ माई इंटरेस्ट, so ऐसा like I we
Right.
used to.
So I think we
Okay.
have done with our conversation, all the questions we had in this conversation, and you have answered a lot of things, and there is no questions from the viewers. So any other thing you'd like to add upon the last minute of this session?
Like I can give some tips or like which or the mistakes which I had committed or which or the things which I didn't knew in my first or second year. So the thing is ki like everyone should apply in LinkedIn first. Second is ki okay if you are applying like initially your CV would be not like initial days में okay CV में much experience नहीं होएगा जो कि नहीं होता, बट आफ्टर दैट इन फर्स्ट और सेकंड ईयर व्हेन यू आर इन टर्निंग अंडर एन एडवोकेट, वो आपको नोटिस देगा, वो आपको एप्लीकेशन बनाने देगा, आपको पता होगा कि ठीक है कि स्टेटस कैसे चेक करते हैं, यहाँ पे ही जाते हैं, ये करते हैं, देन योर एक्सपीरियंस होएगा, देन आपको सीवी लाइक इफ यू आर अप्लाइंग टू अ फर्म प्लीज मेंशन द एरिया ऑफ इंटरेस्ट कि ठीक है अपने कवर लेटर में और अपना CV maybe कि okay this is the particular practice area in which I am interested and I want to apply under that particular team of the firm. So your cover letter plus your CV, the recruiter should get to know कि आपको इस team में चाहिए during this preferred month चाहिए, and one last thing which I can like suggest कि ठीक है like currently I think like still most of the firms are working online, so the persons can apply well in advance like 5 to 6 months, but अगर if the person is applying in one season like ठीक है मई जून में सब करते हैं internship, बट अगर आपको चाहिए कि आपको ज़्यादा ही अच्छे से चाहिए तो अप्लाई इन ऑफ सीजन लाइक सितंबर अक्टूबर नवंबर दिसंबर में नहीं होते कई फॉर्म्स लाइक मेरे लाइक कॉलेजेस लाइक भी अभी भी होंगे जिनकी क्लासेस चल रही है या ऑनलाइन चल रही है, दैट स्टूडेंट्स कैन अप्लाई
Yeah,
इन
bunk the
ऑफ सीजन,
classes.
या दे कैन बंक एंड इन्वेस्ट देयर टाइम टू अ सब्सटैंशियल वन.
Yeah. Okay. So you like use it to precisely mention your cover letter that I need internship in so and so month. or like how it used to go? Oh,
Yes, I used to mention like हमें भी यही बताया गया कि okay 5 to 6 months prior to apply तो करो ही करो and then it's on the vacancy of the firm then the recruiter would used to ask me ठीक है ये वाली vacancy अभी नहीं है April month में for example if I want to get an internship in April month then the HR use कि ठीक है अच्छा April में नहीं है are you convinced with May June but I used to
okay.
mention कि ठीक है मुझे इस month में चाहिए.
Okay, precisely we have to maintain cool. So I think 30 minutes over and we have a good amount of conversation, good amount of knowledge sharing. Like you have shared your good thing, whatever the experience you have got, whatever you have gone through it, through the application process, interview process, how used it to be your first 2 3 years and how you realized what should you do and how did you do everything you have shared with us, and our viewers will get good ample amount of knowledge from your experience and they will apply it in their life and in their internship application, and I hope they have enjoyed this conversation. And thank you, Parul, for accepting my invitation just 2 days back and you're like, yeah, I'm ready to do such a good thing. You are like, no, like nothing like, why didn't you contact me 1 week before if you want to do it in 2 days? No, you accepted it. That was a good thing. I really appreciate for that in the short notice for
Mhm.
agreeing for this conversation.
No, no,
Thank you so
thank you
much.
so much. Thank you. Goodbye.
I will end the live.